All right, let's start off with the big question here. Why was Arizona State the right place for you?
Well, Arizona State, they had kept in contact with me like way before I committed to TCU, way after. Like they were very consistent. Coach Williams, like he consistently hit me up. He always told me like once I come down there, I'm gonna be a Sun Devil. So eventually, I made up my. They hit me back up after a few people decommitted. I came out there and it was just like the new scenery. Everything was just brand new to me. The new coaching staff, like Coach Dillingham. So really, just like the coaching staff, the culture they have, like the family feel. That's why I committed to Arizona State.
And of course, you were part of a very big recruiting weekend, a lot of visitors, some that
Oh
have
yeah.
also just decided to join you as a member of the 2025 class. What stood out most? What were some of the things that really kind of, drove home, during your visit, drove home that this was the right place to continue your career?
Well, like the game day atmosphere, it was like it's different. All the fans they really care. Like some had already knew me before the game started, so it was like really it just felt like home. Coach Dillingham, man, it just coach that dude. He just different. So like we went to Top Golf. He was real into it with my mom. Like they really got a good connection together. Him, Coach Ward. Uh, so really, it was just like that family feel. Those are the things that stood out.
And of course, you mentioned Kenny Dillingham's different. Of course, a young guy leading a major program, having a pretty good season so far. When you got during your process of getting to know Coach Dillingham, what are some of the things that really jump out to you in terms of this young man as a leader of a program?
At the game on Saturday, yep, they were down about two possessions. I just seen him jumping up and down on the sideline, running across, trying to get everybody hyped. And he really just wants everybody to get better. Like he's gonna tell you like what you need to work on and things of that nature. So yeah.
And getting to know, throughout the recruitment process, Kenny likes to say that, the players at Arizona State, have more fun while working harder than any players in the country. And, you mentioned the kind of the culture is one of the factors in your ultimate decision. During the weekend, as you got to kind of be there and take it all in, what was your read on the vibe of the culture of Sun Devil football?
The vibe was just great. It's really genuine. So like when I got out there, I got with Nick. Nick was my driver, mainly like my main host. Coach Shelta, great. It was like they just made me just feel like real involved. Like everybody cared. All the players like they dapped me up. They talked to me. They gave me game on like the program. Every man, Texas to Tempe, like that is real. Like it's so many people from Texas out there. And y'all just automatically get along and like know each other. Like that's just how it is. So that's really what it was.
And of course, you'll be playing for a guy that I think should be a future Hall of Famer. Of course, has a Super Bowl MVP on his mantle, and Hines Ward. What's really jumped out to you about? Obviously, the world knows Hines as the Pro Bowler, All Pro player, but what jumps out to you about Coach Ward?
Coach Ward, he's genuine. Like he wants to make you a better man, other than like football player. So like he's gonna keep it super real with you. And that's really what it was. Like he's gonna keep it real with you, and like he know what he's talking about. So yeah, those like yeah, he just kept it so real. Like that's what it was.
He likes to say, no rock if you don't block. And so obviously, he made a name for himself as not just catching 1,000 passes, but, being the most dominant blocker from the receiver position during his career. How do you view that? Kind of doing that dirty work, the blue collar work that obviously, doesn't go in the box score, but is obviously a big factor in a team's success.
Oh yeah, I agree with it. Like that's another reason I committed. In my school right now, at Plano East, like I block a lot. Like I take passion to my blocking. Like you see on my film, I got a few pancakes on there. And really just like he takes part of that. Like that was like in my recruiting meeting, that was like the first thing he taught me. Like he was already giving me tips on how to block better. Like demonstrating it with me, actually showing me on film. That's really what it was. Like he knows what he's talking about when it comes to blocking. So like I really appreciate that from him.
Of course, your future team's having a really successful year, off to a 7-2 start. Ticket to the postseason's already punched. A team that's still in Big 12 title game contention. And watching the Sun Devils from afar, and obviously seeing them up close this past weekend. What's been your impression of the product on the field?
It's really like a polished product. Like everybody, like you could tell they're supposed to be there. They're really athletic, fast. Like everybody, tempo's great. You just see like they're supposed to be there. It's really like just really nice. Like them dudes are right.
Of course, there's a young quarterback having a lot of success in Sam Levitt. What jumped out to you most about seeing your future quarterback doing his
Bro,
thing?
bro, Sam's a dog. He could run. He could throw. He made things shake with his legs. I'm talking about just running around in the pocket, finding open people like Jordan Tyson. Uh, that dude's that dude's a dog. Like I got a nice connection with him. I talked to him a little bit over the weekend. He's just a real dude.
And of course, you mentioned that you enjoy blocking, have some pancakes to your credit. But for any ASU fans that might not have seen your huddle film or seen you in person, give our viewers and listeners a scouting report. What are the things that you bring to an offense?
All right, well, if you ask me, I'm pretty explosive. If you see on my film, I could catch a slant. I'm taking it 80 yards, just multiple of them. A post, I'm outrunning people. So that's really what you're gonna get, an explosive player. Uh, I'm gonna make the right decisions. I'm not gonna get tackled by the first person. So I'm gonna add some yakking to the offense. And I'm just different from like other receivers. Like I'm bigger, I'm longer, faster. So you'll see a lot. Like I'm gonna be used a lot in different situations.
And Kenny has made a place a premium on bringing players into the program that are young men of high character and obviously fit in the program culture. So what kind of a Sun Devil are you going to be off the field?
I'm gonna be a reliable. I'm very I'm just a genuine person. Like I'm gonna help people out. I'm not gonna like do anything bad or anything like that. Uh, that's really what you're gonna get, a reliable person who's just gonna be there. I'm gonna help out, and that's what it is. But like you said, he really does take pride in that. Like we talked about that a lot. Like he really takes pride in how good of a person you are.
You mentioned, of course, you're going to not be the only, you're going to be far from the only Texan on this roster when you get here. The Texas to Tempe connection has been really strong over the last couple of years. This is a question I always like to ask kind of the guys coming out of Texas. What makes Texas players different from players from anywhere else?
I say we're very well coached. Like we're gonna go into like college like knowing how to read defenses and stuff like that. And we're really just aggressive. Like not most people aren't aggressive like us. We're bigger, faster. That's what you're gonna see out there.
And I believe you're going to be an early enrollee and participate in spring as well. So, over the next couple months, what are the things that you're looking to work on to, prepare yourself for that big jump up from high school ball to major college football?
Well, really, my conditioning and like getting in the weight room. So I want to be like as well conditioned as I can be. I want to be able to go out there and play, like do the whole practice without getting tired, including conditioning. So that's really like the main thing because I know it's gonna be hot out there, dry heat. It's gonna be beaming on me. So that's what it is. And then I want to just get in the weight room because I'm not the biggest right now, but like I'm trying to put on some weight. So when I go out there, I can be able to block and break tackles. So that's what I'm working on.
Next fall, when you're running through Tillman Tunnel past the Pat Tillman statue onto the field at Mountain America Stadium, what do you think that's going to mean to you? What do you think the thoughts in that moment are going to be running through your head?
It's gonna be a lot. Like it's gonna be new, different atmosphere. I'm not from Arizona, so it's gonna be brand new for me. I'm gonna be thinking a lot of things.